Yeah, we early on this good Saturday morning and we got to talk sneak peek Saturday, but we got a couple of news items that we got to get into today too. Let me tell you something. When you guys watch this scene right here on Sunday night, it's really between Mia and Ashley, okay? And but the reason why Candace is in the center of it is because it's Candace's response to the situation that just had me chuckling so much. But we're going to get into it in just 1 second. Get into this intro first. How are y'all doing on this good Saturday morning, Sky Squad? We are back in the building and we got to talk some housewives and reality TV news, our favorite topic. Okay. Now, I'm not going to hold y'all too long because, I got to get on the road today. But we got a super chat. Catherine Forehand says, "Good morning, DJ Richie Skye. Thank you so much for this super chat, boo. Good morning to you too. If you're in the chatterization, let us know where you are watching from because we are a bit nosy and we just like to know where the people are from. I gotta fix this lighting here. It's ultra bright today, but we're gonna work it and make it do what it do. Benita, yes, working while I listen. I ain't mad at it. Get them coins, baby. Get them coins. H Town, I see you. Durham, Durham, North Carolina, the district, Great Lakes, Georgia. I see y'all. Thank you so much for chiming in. We're gonna go ahead and get right down into the thing today. Not gonna waste no time. Not gonna waste no time. First things first. The first story comes from the Jasmine brand. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Make sure you go over there and read this, okay? Because the headline reads Wendy Williams staff allegedly paying $75 cash for people to attend tapings. Okay, so what we have right here is a casting notice. And I told you guys, we talked about this just briefly yesterday, right? We did talk about this briefly yesterday, but they are actually, from what it looks like, if this is the true cast notice, and notice, let me put this down in the caption, y'all, because um, all commentary is alleged. Okay, this is not uncommon for a lot of shows I know that tape in LA, right? A lot of times for, especially new shows, new talk shows or stuff like that, they will do castings and they will provide rates for audience participation. The, the caption on the Jasmine brand literally has me shaking and cackling in my boots. It says you can get a few coins if you attend the Wendy Williams show. Make sure you guys again head over to the Jasmine brand to read all about the story. But the casting notice that we see here on the site talks about the Wendy Williams show being a provocative must-see talk show in daytime taped in New York. They talk about how viewers delight over her distinctive and entertaining personality. But right now, we ain't getting Wendy's personality because we're getting other people's personalities, okay? They talk about if you would like to be considered as a studio audience member, you must adhere to the following requirements, blah, 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 blah. They go into that. And so, for me, again, this is not uncommon, okay? This is not uncommon for shows to provide incentives or rates and that sort of thing. But it's interesting, and I've never been to the Wendy Williams show, so I don't know how casting typically works for this show. I will go ahead and give you guys that bit of information right up front. This could definitely be, thank you so much, Jada. This could definitely be something that's standard, but I don't believe it is for this show. And this is the business. This is what happens when you're having audience influx problems. And not to say that that's what's really going on, but it sounds like it. Because again, we talked about it yesterday. We don't want Dr. Pepper. We want Pepsi. Okay. And so that's just that. Jada says Steve Harvey show paid for me and my mate to be in the audience before. See, and that's what I'm saying. It is standard, but just so you guys know, if you want to make a couple of extra coins, maybe this is a route for you to go. If you happen to find yourself in New York City, you can get, you know what I'm saying? Like if this is actually the casting notice, I mean, that is enough to get you some dinner at BBQs, some drinks or something like that when you are in the New York City area. Okay. Sammy, I'm sorry. I know you. Listen, it's me. It's me. I'm traumatized by Dr. Pepper. I like my Pepsi, and that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Odessa says I've been to the Wendy Williams show twice and was not compensated. Well, girl, you better get on back up there because you can possibly get paid for it now. There we go. Okay, you guys are coming in with the receipts. You guys have been on there. Okay, Wendy is usually free and unpaid. Jada LaRue says, I want Pepsi too, boo. Okay, exactly. Thank you, Trey. You know what we're talking about. Pepsi is king. Come on now. I am Dr. Pepper shaming. Forgive me, y'all. I keep falling for the okie doke, and I just keep doing it. I'm sad. But yeah, you do, and this is what I say. They do. If you are on the casting sites, and this is again the only reason I know about it happening in LA is because when you're in LA, you're a lot of times trying to get either to start off, you're getting background work or you're getting extra work, and sometimes they will have castings for shows and they will offer payment for that. So again, only reason I know about it in LA is because I live there. But as you guys are saying right now, Wendy had typically, for you guys, at least been unpaid. So, and we're going to end it on this. Pepsi's the way to go. But yes, I'm Dr. Pepper shaming. Okay. We're going to move on over into our next topic. The question on the table is Sheree shaming NENE Leakes? Let's get into it. So shout out to our friends over at Real Housewives of ATL, the Total T, baby, the Total T. Now, everybody is talking about this book, right? And the Real Housewives of the ATL, Total T, is talking about it as well in their hashtag messy moment. Now, the book we're talking about, in case you don't know, is, I'm going to pull it up for you, this book right here, Not All Diamonds and Rosé by Dave Quinn, okay? I feel like this book was published by Andy Cohen, but that's just me. Anyway, Sheree says this in the book, allegedly. She says she wanted to portray herself as this person she wasn't. She's always presented herself as having this big, huge personality, but it's so put on. Now, I thought her and NENE was cool. That's what I thought. But apparently not. And then Sheree is being quoted as saying, Princess. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Princess is the person who was doing the casting and creation for the Real Housewives of Atlanta in its inception. Right. I feel like he published the book. Sheree then goes on to say, Princess was looking for women who lived a certain lifestyle behind the gates, as we always talk about, which is why she thought of me. NENE wasn't living the lifestyle. I mean, her apartment wasn't even behind the gate. But she kind of takes over. Now, hold on. I don't quite remember. Y'all gonna have to school me because I remember most things about Housewives, except for little things in the beginning. And I don't recall seeing NENE's apartment on the show, but I thought she had lived behind the gates. But you know, um I mean, listen, when you're writing these books, I will say that typically, a lot of these interviews and quotes are probably taken over the past few years. So there's no telling when Sheree might have said this. Um, but the fact of the matter is she did, and now it's published. Okay. Inga, can you please go pull the receipts from season 1? Because I don't remember. Okay. Um, so I will tell you, on a lot of these shows, I'm just gonna spill a little bit of tea. I don't know about, because I'm not familiar with. I don't recall where NENE was living at the beginning of the show, but I will tell you, and I think that there have been other people that have echoed this. Most recently, I cannot remember her name. She was on a season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And anyway, they do kind of want you to play up a lifestyle that is ultra fabulous, right? They want to capture the best parts of your lifestyle so that, because it's an aspirational show. So, it's not uncommon for producers, and I'm not saying it happened here because I don't know, but I'm saying it is not uncommon for producers of these types of shows to want you to provide the best version of your life as possible. And in some instances, that will sort of go into some people will feel motivated to rent properties and whatnot in order to portray that lifestyle, like we did see on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City with Jen Shaw. Okay. I don't recall NENE being in an apartment in season 1, but according to Sheree, that's the truth. That's what's happening. Bruce says, I feel like when she made these statements for the book, her and NENE weren't in a good place. NENE lived in a townhouse like Wig did behind the gates. Wig, come on, Wig. That's what I thought. I thought to myself, I was like, NENE lived. I didn't think she lived in an apartment. Maybe she lived in an apartment at one point, and ain't nothing wrong with apartment living. But when we think about behind the gates, we don't typically think of apartment. Brandon said, I believe NENE rented a house behind the gates for the first few seasons. That could be true. I don't know. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you all. Y'all always chime in. I appreciate y'all. Alicia Mata says maybe NENE wasn't behind the gates at the time, but she got that money now, B. I'm not even much of a fan of NENE, but you can't hate. We can't listen. You can't. You can't. Shout out to NENE and the Lenithia. I think she had a party with Apollo. It was either for Apollo, and it was hosted by Peter Thomas or something like that. If I ever get a chance to get down to Atlanta, I want to go to the Lenithia, have myself a good old time. And I can tell y'all something. When I met NENE in New York, I was at Watch What Happens Live with Riley Knox. She was very, 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 very nice. She was very sweet to everybody that was there. So that's what I thought. Oh, Cam says, I've been to NENE's Lounge. It's very, very nice. Well, there you go. Interestingly enough, we'll just have to wait and see if this plays out in any way, shape, or form. Because NENE don't let she don't let nothing slide. So we'll just have to wait and see. Once again, y'all follow the Real Housewives of ATL, the Total T on Instagram, please. All right. Now, let's move on to our final story, which is a sneak peek for this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, as you guys saw in last week's episode, we had Gordon and Ashley getting into it in the back of the Sprinter van, right? As they were leaving the boat trip. And so as a result, Ashley was trying to sleep. G thought he was joking on her, and I'm sure he might have had some libation. And I'm pretty sure he probably thought it was in good fun. But as we also spoke about, sometimes you can't play with people that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can't do familiar things with people that you are unfamiliar with, right? But but it seems as though that argument spills over into the final dinner for the field trip down to the Chesapeake. Okay, so Ashley, I guess, brings up Gordon's behavior while they were on the bus. You know, this is a different moment now, and Gordon is like, I don't know what you're talking about. So Ashley is like, you got Alzheimer's? What's happening? Okay. So then Mia, she chimes in at that point in time. She's kind of annoyed because she's like, Ashley, that's not okay. She says Alzheimer's is a real issue. So Gordon is telling Mia that she don't have to defend him, but Mia is still like, not trying to let up off of Ashley's neck at this point. And she says to Ashley, coming from a female who is married to an older man, that should never come out of your mouth. All right. So then Ashley says, I would say it to you too. I'm not an ageist. Right. So then, but let me ask y'all a question. Is asking Gordon if he got Alzheimer's, is it age shaming? Okay. I want to ask y'all that question. Is it age shaming? Because we got to take note of the shaming incident. And anytime some shaming go down, we are going to be the shame police. Okay. We the shame police right now. So what I want to know is, is it age shaming? Let us know in the chatterization. Oh, I see y'all say yes. Oh, it is. Yes. The shaming police have spoken. Okay. The shaming police are speaking. I see you. I see you in the chat. I see y'all. Okay. Southern lady said it. Candy said it would be age shaming. So we got some age shaming going on. Mm-hmm. And Marie says, yep, and Ashley is known to do it all the time. Okay. Whew. Anyway, y'all know we gotta have some fun with this. So anyway, let me proceed. Yes, indeed. At that point, Gordon says, Ashley, if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry about what I said, and I'm done with it. I don't really know exactly the extent to what he said. So we're going to have to wait until we see the episode. But he kind of offered an apology that was a non-apology. Anyway, he says he's done with it. And Ashley says, well, you shouldn't apologize if you don't really mean it or something like that. And so anyway, Mia is still annoyed by the Alzheimer's comment. And Ashley says, I said amnesia first. Do you have selective hearing? I know what I said. I know what I said. So at this point is when Mia, I think, has just flipped the switch. And she says, you know what? Where's your husband? And Ashley's like, at home with my children. And Mia says, are you sure? Are you sure? And Ashley says, yeah. But see, what we saw in the preview clip, that was really the extent of it, right? But it was Candace that came in with the swoop and the now Candace has a way with words. I'm just gonna tell y'all like this. She has a way with words. And even when I don't want to laugh, I can't help but laugh sometimes because she says it with such earnest. She says in her confessional, Ashley thinks she can puff up her chest at the girls and they are just supposed to sit back and take it. But honey, Mia is too big to just sit back and take anything. She's going to let you have it. And I'm content to just sit here and eat my little potatoes and corn and watch it happen. Okay. What now? See, Candace in her commentary, it be's funny, and she did some shaming in there. Okay, she did some shaming in there, but overall, it was a classic Housewives moment. And you have to give snaps what it is due. It's like, what? But and again, it's nice to see Candace commentating from the side in such a. I mean, it's definitely shady, but it was nice to see. It was just funny. I can't even help it. Bruce said somebody in the chat ain't Ashley's husband a crypt keeper? It's the geriatric shaming for me. Man, Southern lady, you gotta stop. You got to stop, man. We over here having a good old time, and you are all up in arms thinking that somebody is coming for Candace. Ain't nobody coming for Candace. I'm literally giving her props for her read. Good Lord. You gotta listen. It's not that deep. It's not as deep as you try to make it seem. It's not. We having a good old time here today. Ain't no heat coming up off of Ashley. I feel like she was shaming. And I literally just complimented Candace on her read. What else can I do? I think sometimes if I say the name Candace, some people get a It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? We having a good old time today. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Bruce, you is silly. It's comedy. And don't take offense, Southern lady. We enjoy your commentary. I see you in the chatterization. So I know you got love for you got love for the shows like we do. You know what I mean? But it's everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. That's it. That's all we got for y'all today. I just wanted to bring y'all these news stories. I just thought they was hilarious today, and it was just something for us to talk about real quick before I got on the road. Y'all be cracking me up. And Southern lady, I got love for you too. Yeah, I'm just tickled. Okay, that's really what it was. It was just we tickled by it. Thank you, boo. Okay, we see, it's all love, baby. It's all love. That's how we do it on this channel over here. All right, y'all. So listen, that's the tea for today. I will probably, if I do a Love and Marriage Huntsville review tomorrow, it will be later in the day because I'm gonna get back on the road tomorrow, probably around 1 or 2. So I don't know. It just depends. If I don't, it'll probably come on Tuesday. Okay. Who do I think is the best reader this season? Probably Candace. And thank you so much, Vicky. I appreciate that. So at the end of the day, y'all know how I feel. I love y'all. I love these shows. And y'all be safe today. I'm gonna be on the road. We're gonna be safe on the road. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. I love y'all.